Yeah, Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on, and happy July 6th. Nobody ever says that, but happy July 6th. It's a big day. Obviously, the Yeah, Come On Show brought to you right here in the Exit Wealth Studios, which is all about your money. And I can tell you right now, Ted Jenkins is looking. I've now got 4 friends that have come to me through the show that are now with Exit Wealth.
Great.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, too, he sent for the 4th of July, and I've got it on my socials, like this 250th year in the history of America and that kind of stuff. And then he also sent barbecue sauce. You got the regular, the mild, and then the one that'll burn you.
This is what he sent as like gifts to all the clients?
He sent it to all of us, and it came in the mail, and it's all red, white, and blue and Exit Wealth. I mean, that is a classy guy. I mean, obviously, you know, he gets a percentage of what he makes you, but look at what he's doing. He doesn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And then there's Exit Stage Left Advisors for a lot of people that are ready to get done with the hassle. You know, who knows? I mean, I love Shelton Fireworks and those guys, and I endorsed them proudly. And that just ended. And I know Greg Shelton, so I've endorsed him for probably about 15 years with the 2 locations nearest Georgia. But I talked to him, and he's out in the middle of Kentucky or wherever, and he owns like 15 of these. And I'm like, are you ever just like, let's see, the 250th anniversary's passed.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what else is coming that'll be big, you know, for you? That was your big business. You could
Labor Day?
maybe.
That's
Well,
a little bit.
you look at the yearly, like the nights, but I'm like, is it to the point after doing this for like 50 plus years, are you ready to retire? I think it hits people, especially after a benchmark. If I own a fireworks store, I'm like,
It's not gonna get, you're not gonna be around. You're not gonna be around for 300.
no, and I'm like, yep, it's yeah, we got the first one done. We got the 200 and the 250. I think we're done. But you know, you never know. And I love Greg, and may run that business forever. But you know what I'm saying. But you know, we deal with businesses doing what we do and have. And again, this is a 4-hour Atlanta radio show done in 30 minutes. So tell your friends. The subscribers are going up. Definitely the TikTok, Jeff. You have nothing but good things to say.
Yeah, if you wanted to get into some comments, we had one of our videos went semi-viral. We had like 10,000 views over the weekend.
Wow.
This was
10,000 is always a good number. Can you turn my volume up a little bit, Mike? Just a little. By the way, yes, happy July 6th to you too. He's like, he goes, thanks for saying hi.
Well, he missed the Rock and Taco. Mike wasn't there at the Rock and Taco. We kicked off our 4th of July weekend Thursday night at the Rock and Taco with Guardians of the Jukebox.
And I told you, if you came out, I would introduce you, but he's underage.
Yeah.
His mom does not let him in bars.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's 21 and is it 21 and up or 8 or it's not 18 to party, 21 to drink
Oh.
for the show for the big shows. I think it
Yeah,
is.
maybe for the big shows that is the case. I don't see. I mean, I saw a lot of 21-year-olds in there.
Yeah.
I got introduced to some of them.
Yeah.
It's weird when you go to high school with a girl, or she goes to school with my brother, and the girl comes up. Can I take a picture of you and my mommy? I'm like, okay, you know, and she's like really, you know, attractive 21-year-old. Yeah, I go to Georgia Southern, but my mom went to high school with you. I'm like, what? And then I look at her and I'm like, no. She goes, no, I saw you at some parties. My brother graduated 2 years after me, and he went to Fayette County. And then I had a younger brother that started in 7th grade, and he went through the system. And she was in between Matt and Kevin. So she had some great stories about my brothers. And I'm meeting her 21 and 23-year-old daughter.
Yeah, it's just weird for you because you had kids later in life, and you can't imagine having a 21, 22-year-old now because yours are 5 and 9.
My God. Yeah. Had I married Susie, the first one, that I only said I love you to 2 girls. And
that kid would be 40 years old now.
Jeez. Really?
Seriously, yeah. That's 1983, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 84, we would have at least got through
42.
college. We probably would have got married in 87. 38. They'd be 38, 39 years. They'd be the same age. If I had a kid, it would be my wife's age.
That's exactly right. Okay.
Oh, we're just going to pause on that.
Well, so yeah, we kicked off with Guardians of the Jukebox and had a great time at the Rock and Taco.
It was awesome. That band, we were packed.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody got turned away, but we were at that point because everything was full. Everybody was having a good time. And I love it. You're getting our thing. But the lead singer, I thought there's like 3 singers, and the one tall guy that looks like the dude that plays the triple four-pull guitar in Cheap
Rick
Trick.
Nielsen, yeah, Rick Nielsen with he wears the headphones. He was like a chameleon. He could sound like a lot of these singers of the '80s. And then the one guy that we talked to, Rizzo, he nailed Prince.
He did.
Like
Rizzo's the newest to the band.
Yeah.
Dude with dreadlocks. That guy was spot on. We interviewed him. If you go back and look at our show live, yeah, he was on it.
Yeah.
And then you got the backup girl who was doing a lot of harmonies. And then you've got a guitarist that never stops moving.
Yeah. That's Rich Ward, who also plays in Chris Jericho's band Fozzy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Fozzy. No wonder Chris Jericho loves him.
And he was in Stuck Mojo, which was a huge local band in the early 90s here.
And that's when he lived in Roswell, so he's native. And they just put on a great show. So, yeah, if you hear about Guardians of the Jukebox, that's got to be on your list.
Yeah. So, so if you look at TikTok and some of our shorts, you'll see some of the clips of our interviews with them. But the one that got a lot of views was you talking about the U.S. soccer team.
Oh, which I am wearing right now. Got my U.S. shirt on.
And how diverse it is. And I just want to read some comments here.
Yeah, we love your comments.
Let's see, that's the right one.
Somebody said something nice. And by the way, this is a Dempsey jersey, and it's signed by Dempsey, so it's pretty awesome. I got it.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't that. That one got a lot of views, too. But no, this is the one about the proposal. The big New York, the big Empire State couple that climbed.
Oh, yeah. I'm just getting my shirt.
This is the one that got 10,000. The other one got a few thousand, the one talking about the soccer team. But, this one with the proposal.
We were on top of that. I mean, I am right. Steve MZ hits the mark, man. I see it all. My wife's like, why are you on your phone? I said, well, here's the thing. You're talking with neighbors, friends, setting up play dates. I'm looking for the next segment.
Yeah.
I'm always looking.
I know you're always looking. Sometimes you get in trouble for it.
I do.
Here's some comments here about the saying. That's Bob Marley. That was his saying. That's from Jules61. When the power of love exceeds.
Oh, so it was Bob Marley.
That's what she says.
All right.
Charles says it was epic. Kelly Holyfield 44. I thought it was awesome. Jay People says they're already married. So maybe they were already married? I don't know.
Well, so that'll be better. We were worried, and we talked about it. How bad would it be to get 2 years each as you asked her to marry, and you got to wait for 2 years? But you can definitely plan a wedding over 2 years.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna get arraigned, and then we'll see what they get. I think they'll get off. I don't think they're gonna do any time.
I wonder if it'll be a fine. It could be community service. Since they're very good at climbing, I think you should make them clean the windows.
Yeah.
Of the entire Empire State Building.
Well, yeah, since they don't mind heights, they can be the window cleaners.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Jade 413. I think they're more interesting than Taylor and Travis. That's kind of the consensus with a lot of people with the whole Taylor Swift wedding, which I didn't pay attention to.
No, I did for Steve MZ, and I'll cover that next. So we might as well jump in to Steve MZ since you brought up Taylor. And this is brought to you by Smalls, baby.
Hey, this is Southside Steve, and I'm in Marietta at Small Sliders. Small Sliders off Windy Hill, just before Cobb Parkway. And we're going to show you today that Small Sliders is for everybody. Hey, man, how's it going?
Good. Thank you for sliding through. Can I get a name for your order?
Slide through, dude. That's very cool. Yeah, I'm actually got a golf game, and I thought this would be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Just to grab something. Let me get your number 2.
Would that be all for you?
Yeah, that'll do it, man.
All right. Thank you for sliding through. They'll be ready for you right there.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. What's going on?
Thanks for sliding through. Can I get a good name for your order?
Yeah, come on. Put Stud.
All right, Stud.
A little tailgate going on at the house.
Who's playing?
Falcons. Woo! Come on.
All right, what can I get for you today?
Let me get, because it's going to be a bunch. Do you have one of those boxes we can use?
A party pack?
Yeah.
A party pack comes with 25.
25. Let's do 25 sliders. I got a lot of people
right.
coming over. And I don't need any drinks. We got beer. How you doing?
Good, and you? Thanks for sliding through.
Thought I'd
That's
get
nice.
something to eat. It's
Yeah.
always good to eat first. That way you can drink more.
Yeah. Can I get a name for the order?
Steven.
All right, Steven, what can I get for you?
Well, I'll tell you what you can get for me. First off, I like what I see. And I mean that as far as sliders. Let's go ahead and go with the number 3 combo. I'm a little hungry.
Will that be all for you?
Yeah, that's it.
All
That's
right.
it. I don't know what you're doing tonight, but come to town. We'll be in Atlanta and Buckhead for one party.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, I'll tell you what, here's my card. Anytime you're available, I'm always available. Thanks for the small sliders.
Thank you.
Who were those crazy guys? No matter what, we all have one thing in common, and that's small sliders. We love them. Right here off Windy Hill, just before Cobb Parkway in Marietta, Georgia. Yeah, come on.
Taylor Swift, and Kelsey. I'm like, Kelsey's mom's getting interviewed. They're trying to talk to Kelsey's sister, which I didn't know he had one. I thought it was just him and his beefcake brother. I'm just like, whatever. And it's like,
Jason Kelsey is his name, right?
And I give them credit. They both played in the NFL. Well, mom wears her little cut jersey. They've had their moment, and it must to end. I'm going to do that gambling thing. I may just go ahead and put a bet that they're divorced in 5.
Oh, I think it's less than that.
3.
I agree. This is not. I mean, come on.
Yeah, they're just too big. It's too much. He moves things around for her, blah blah blah. But look, she's worth $2 billion, and it's all earned. He's worth, I don't know what he's worth. It doesn't matter. But the fact that the city just went nuts, and we're going to have Chloe Malas on. She's currently in Greece right now on vacation, entertainment reporter for NBC. She was all over it. Matter of fact, she delayed her flight because we know her. She was supposed to fly out that morning. They still had her covering it. It was so big. She was covering the night before. She was covering the recital. Somebody, because cell phones had to be given in. Nobody had their cell phones. Somebody took a snapshot. TMZ has it, and it shows one picture of them. And she's got a modest dress, just a little veil, and walking through.
Really? Does it happen at Madison Square Garden?
Yes. Yes, it did. Can you believe that? Where people play basketball, that's where you had your wedding.
I mean, where Led Zeppelin used to play.
Yeah. The good news is all the groomsmen had a locker room to change in. All the girls, you got showers, you got everything you need. And this wedding, I'm just not. I could give a damn.
I know.
It's not. Now, I did watch, like everybody else, I watched Princess Diana in the 80s. That was huge. I've been sucked in. I was this sucked into John Jr. getting married. And talking about Kennedy's, I just don't know any other weddings out there.
I know one that we were all paying attention to.
The one in General Hospital.
No.
Luke and Laura.
No.
No.
Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston.
That was huge.
That's when that happened when I think I was living in California at that time. It was in 2000. And it was the big, and I've kind of followed that. So that was the one that the public followed pretty closely.
Because Jennifer Aniston comes out of Friends as numero uno.
Yeah.
Hottest chick, period.
Well,
everybody loved her.
She was in the middle of Friends. That was peaking then.
Oh, God. I mean, that was the girl I fixated on as well. And then you got Brad Pitt.
Yeah. And he's always been an A-lister since 1991.
But you got an athlete with a girl that's I got to tell you, her songs are good. She's a great writer. I did a deep dive on her when she was in high school. She's 15 years old. Her first album's about to come out. She's sitting around the lunch table with her girls. I don't know. What do you think about my hair? Should I do this? Should I do that? And it's just a candid interview I watched of her before she blew up. Here's the other thing. I have assigned Southside Steve, thanks for keeping my seat warm. Sorry I missed you and your beautiful hair.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote that to me.
When the first album came out and she was promoting 2007.
She comes into the studio, and I remember Rhubarb, I was doing Rhubarb Dallas and Southside in 07 at Eagle 106.7. He's like, now, Southside, you got to make sure you come in. Taylor's going to be in next week. And she's a skinny little thing, but I got to tell you, she's probably one of the best writers in Nashville. She's going to be big.
Yeah, I think she was 17 at the time, that first time, because at the same time, I was working at 94.9 The Bull, and I remember the single. It was Teardrops on My Guitar.
Did she come to your station or just ours?
Probably did. I don't remember because I wasn't, I was just the Weekender, but I'm sure she did because I know I did see a signed, poster or something.
Yeah, if she did that, she signed it for me, so I've got it. Never met her. Just saw her sitting in my chair, and she was a tiny thing. But then you see her, grow. We all saw that she wrote a song, and she's, brought up on stage talking about it, and then all of a sudden she gets a tour, and now it's like it makes Britney and Madonna. She's dwarfed them.
Yeah,
she's crushed them. So congratulations, glad you're married. I give it 3 years, and that sounds horrible. But I just don't know that they're a true match. I don't know how this all happened.
I mean, it has anything to do with celebrity or money. marriage is tough. It's hard to, I've been through it, and I don't know if it's a technology we still need.
Yeah.
Personal opinion.
Way to go. So the population's going to fall off because nobody's going to get married again. Or we just have kids out of wedlock.
I had a little bit of both. I don't know. I mean,
oh, what the hell?
they say the millennials and Gen Zs aren't, they're not hooking up as much. So there's already a population decline. Nothing to do with marriage.
Well, you can drive through Atlanta right now. There's moms there that don't know where 4 of their kids are if you want to pick one up. You just be like, who wants to be Jeff Jr. with a G? So that was one of the top stories. The other top story is the U.S. moves on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing my jersey. Tonight, 8 p.m., we play Belgium. Also, just dabbling in a little bit of sports. You've got the greatest soccer player. I like Cristiano Ronaldo. I just like him as a person. I've seen stuff on Messi where he's not nice to the kids, but everybody thinks Messi is better. And I'm like, all right, Cristiano Ronaldo's at 41. He's the oldest one on the pitch. So he's at the end. I just like him better. But now Messi's in town at a hotel. They flew in last night.
Mm-hmm.
So Messi is in Atlanta. They play tomorrow night.
Okay.
So Messi will play with Argentina. But trust me, if that guy goes to dinner tonight or does anything, Atlanta is waiting outside of his hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
Then, well, you try to talk about having a good time over 4th of July, don't you? I was with the in-laws. I was at Country Club of the South where they live and have a membership. And I did their fireworks last year. I've done a lot of these subdivisions. Some of them do great shows.
Mm-hmm.
You just show up, put out your chair and enjoy. A lot of drinking, but safe drinking.
Yeah, because no one has anywhere to drive. And probably a lot of people have golf carts.
Oh, yeah. Everybody was fun. But do you know that the Georgia State Patrol, Steve MZ, letting you know, 324 impaired arrests, DUIs given out from Friday to last night.
In the state of Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
That actually sounds kind of low. It seems like there'd
think?
be more. Well, I guess that is a lot. I mean, people aren't, but that could be some business for George Stein.
Maybe. That's what I was thinking. God, George, you're a DUI attorney. You got to jump on this. Any DUI attorney out there, 324 DUIs. And then I want to talk about quickly, because I'm going to save the last for best. Delta flying into Chicago got hit by a firework. The plane was hit by a firework. So I guess it's coming in. It wasn't the bigger plane. It was the smaller one. Doesn't matter. Jet plane flying over, fireworks show. Don't know if it was a random person in a neighborhood shot one off or whether they got too close to a show. And the reason I say that is because it was, 15, 16, maybe 17 years ago. Hooters is flying me down to Florida on the 4th of July to host the Hooters International in Miami. And that's the International Bikini Contest. I did the night before hosting, and then there was always somebody that did the night that, was a B or C level person. And I remember looking down as I'm flying, and I took off, and it was just getting dark in Atlanta. I saw every fireworks show down to Florida. It was the coolest thing because you're looking down and you see all the explosions, and then you see another town explosion. I probably saw 55 fireworks shows, and it was so cool. And I said, what a great time to fly. But obviously not a good time if your plane is hit. It was hit by the firework, and there was a mark and everything on the bottom of the plane, but everybody was okay.
Yeah, it didn't really shake. It just put the firework out, probably.
That's it. But what's not okay is the Peachtree Road Race T-shirt.
Yeah,
I am wearing a red, white, and blue U.S. shirt. I have a red, white, and blue Yeah Come On hat available at yeahcomeon.com. It screams America. I don't think this shirt screams America or 4th of July.
It's so funny you brought this up because just yesterday, Sunday afternoon, I had some lunch with my girlfriend at Verde.
Okay.
It's down there across from the Treehouse. Remember the Treehouse?
Oh, I love the Treehouse. I know exactly where it is.
So right across the street. It's a nice Mexican place. And we were coming out, and this lady was wearing the Peachtree Road. Not this year's, but it was a Peachtree Road. It was like the original.
Yeah, I've got like 18 of them. There are a bunch that are red, white, and blue.
Yeah, it was one of the old 70s ones. And, and then we're like, hey, is that this year? Before we saw the year, like, is that the shirt from yesterday? He's like, oh, no. The ones from this year are horrible. What an awful color. There you go.
That's it.
It's yellow.
Why?
Yellow and green. I mean, I guess
and to the two people, this is the picture that was up. I don't know who these two people are. It doesn't matter. Congratulations on running it. There used to be a rule you had to run it under an hour to get a shirt. Now everybody gets a shirt because that's who we are. And I'm glad because I don't know that I could run it under an hour now. But that is horrible. There is an American flag
Now, it is.
hanging,
It's got a patriot because it's got an American flag hanging in between the buildings.
which they do, by the way. Those that haven't run it, that's right at Lenox. That's
Okay.
where the race starts, and that there's a big flag hanging, and you run under it.
So the graphics good, but you're right. The yellow is awful, especially on this 250th year. It should have been red, white, or blue.
There should have been, there should have been stars. It should have been a grandiose shirt. You know,
Yeah.
stars on the sleeves, Our Nation 250, 250 big, or like even a fake number on your chest saying 250, something.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so disappointed. We end on a negative note. That was Steve MZ. Hey, it's Southside Steve with the Yeah Come On Show, and I am over here off South Cobb Drive, home of StarCoachesInc.com, and I'm with Danny Jr., the owner. And Danny, we are standing on a 2020 bus that's terribly expensive, but not expensive to borrow. Tell us a little bit about this coach.
Oh, this is a 2020 model Prevost XL3. We're standing in the front lounge of it. It sleeps up to 12 people. You can modify the bunks to 8 people, 6 people, however you want to party or how you want to do. Mainly we do entertainers, musicians, travel all over the United States and into Canada. We do full tours, rock and roll, hip hop, country, whatever you can think of.
And you know what else he does? The common man. If
That's
you
right.
got a golf trip, you're going to the Kentucky Derby, you're going to the beach with the family, there's so many things they can work with you on to have everybody in one place, safe, having a good time, not worried about it. Let's walk through the bunks. Check this out. Danny, tell us what we got here. 12 bunks?
So these are 12 bunks, and like I said, you can modify them to fit less people if you want, so you got more room. You can't have more than 12. And this is our back lounge, and both lounges have 2 TVs, there's satellite on board, DVD players. You can do Bluetooth streaming, whatever you want to do. Smart TVs, streaming, Netflix, whatever you want.
Yep, and this can be turned into a bedroom, or this can be where the chill people want to hang out. StarCoachesInc.com. Contact them. You won't believe how affordable this is.
Polydictainment.
All right, so while we were celebrating the 20th or the 250th anniversary, they had the big funeral of Ayatollah Khomeini in Iran, the public funeral in Iran.
Really?
Did you see this? Yeah,
No.
they had a big public.
How did I miss
They
this?
had a big public procession of, I guess his body. We got him in February, whenever the whole thing started.
Yeah.
So they had a big thing over the weekend of his procession.
Oh, boy.
And I don't know if these people, the Iranian people, because we thought they all hated this guy.
I
and
did too.
They wanted they liked us getting rid of him. And they
Yeah.
were going to uprise and take over. The fantasy that we always say is going to happen in the Middle East, but it never does.
It may happen with the young people. You're right. The old people are old school, or are they just playing up to it because they're like, if you are not seen at the parade, it could cause problems.
Right. So
Maybe they're just doing it to fall in line and hating their life.
That's what, because they were all there's a lot of down with Trump, death to America,
Oh, God.
all that stuff. And of course, this fires up Benjamin Netanyahu to reiterate once again, this is why we have to go after them. They cannot have a nuclear weapon because of all this. Well, the reason they're death to America and death to Trump is because we took over their supreme leader, at Israel's behest.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's look at it like this. All right, they're crazy as hell. They want nuclear weapons. They've always hated America. They would probably have used it
They
on
hate
us.
America for a reason, not because they just hate us,
But
because
so how did we get
we're
past
supporting Israel. Well, my algorithm is getting flooded with all the opinions of people saying, okay, what are we doing supporting Israel? If we just kind of broke ties with Israel.
Oh, I'm in a whole nother algorithm. All I see is black people shoplifting. I don't know what algorithm I'm in. I'm so tired of seeing it. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, quit running. Number one, quit this, or it's police chases. I'm in a weird algorithm. It's like the one, I lived downtown for too long. Maybe my phone hasn't forgotten. I don't know.
well, that's a lot. I see a lot of kind of people that are sort of breaking from the Republican Party, asking, why are we supporting Israel so much? Why are we doing all this on Israel's behalf? And that's why the Iranians hate us, and that's why, because Israel wants to rule the Middle East, and they can't do anything like that without our help.
Well,
So why are we helping him so much.
There are
and we have
saner
for
people
years.
that Israel. You know, I'm on the side of Israel 100% because these people are crazy as hell.
Well, maybe if we just got out, they wouldn't be acting so crazy towards us. Just
I don't
an
know.
opinion, we don't know. But anyway,
It's a thought.
it doesn't seem like the uprising is going to happen because they had this funeral procession and
That's
the
a
people.
little late too. Do they? How many body parts did you have, or did you? I mean, what'd you do there, man? Hold on, Mike. I gave you a compliment, and this is what you do to me. All right. I don't care. We embrace. That's why we always say live. Everybody goes, why do you say live without a net? I go, because when we don't edit, we don't just tape and edit to make it polished.
Right. We don't even cut any, like, we don't have a second delay.
There's
'Cause
no delay.
I could go out and cut it out, but no, we do it live.
No. If there's a hiccup, if Jeff burps or I fart, you're going to know it. I would say, just to toss in a little bit, since you brought up Trump, and I'll make it a quickie. Charlie Kirk, for the first time, we're seeing this Tyler Robinson guy. He's got a week-long, I guess, hearing that we're doing, and I'm looking at that guy, and I'm saying this. I'm like, that dude didn't kill him. I just don't think it's possible.
Well,
to me, he is no different than the book suppository.
Well, that's exactly right. And you know, Candace Owens has been out saying, the whole story of this guy being the one that killed Charlie Kirk is not it.
No.
Was he killed by Israeli spies?
That's the other
Because
thing.
because Charlie Kirk was starting to question why are we accepting all this money from Israel? What are they getting out of it? Why are we supporting him? All of our politicians are bought, or they take AIPAC money, the Israeli lobby money. They all take it except for one, Thomas Massey,
Right.
and he's been booted pretty much
Well,
by
here's the
Trump.
thing. I mean, I think Tyler Robinson should do time no matter what because you're an asshat for having a rifle on a roof, even aiming it at the president, whether you shot or not. And we all know that your on-again, off-again relationship was with somebody going through transition, and your parents said you're whacked out.
Or that whole thing's made up by the CIA, and the guy's he's a patsy, and then they're
Well-
gonna, I don't know, but that's just a lot of theories out there that this whole thing did not go down like we've been told.
No, I think it's the closest thing to the Kennedy assassination we've seen. I just don't know who the players are, but
And the Butler, Pennsylvania
That's pretty-
assassination attempt too. That's
where's
still,
that kid? Nobody talks about it, and what kind of shot, and I hate the whole thing, and they need to realize the country's not stupid. Now, there's about 10% of us that are dumb as rocks, that are simple people and have simple problems and hate everybody. And you see those. That's the videos I'm seeing. It's that 10% stupid. But that being said, we can go straight to something awesome. The United States, this team speaks for us. It's time for sports, and sports is coming to you from David Markwell of Markwell Therapy and Regal Nissan off of Roswell Road, right before Georgia 400. If you've got a Nissan or an Infinity, ask for Skipper. He is the service manager, and ask for the Yeah Come On deal. Yeah, come on! Man, I mean, first off, this is the jersey. These are the colors. It's red, white, and blue. I've even got Aunt Alice came and she brought. Can you see my socks? So they're Puma, but they're red, white, and blue. But they're the official uniform. The U.S. is wearing Puma, and they've got all their socks. And she gave us all of these socks. I'm like, well, I don't have any Puma shoes anymore, but I'll wear it with my Nikes just because.
Okay.
And I walk around in socks in my house. Don't you hate that? Shoes, leave them at the door. My family, my in-laws are all barefoot, so I had to walk around barefoot their whole house. My feet get cold. I don't have any socks. And at my house, I got to wear socks or slippers. No shoes in the house. My wife just shut it down. Yeah, and zero res. About damn time for you to be a client. We got to get more carpets cleaned. With the U.S., right now, everybody's talking about this, so I'm going to air this. Don't need to see the video. Jeff and I'll talk about it. There was a red card given. This is our biggest goal scorer. He scored 3 or 4 goals already. Doesn't matter.
I mean, that's like all of them because the games are so
Yeah, I
low
think he
scoring.
scored 3 out of 4 of our goals, or I don't know, whatever. He scored a lot of goals. I'm not trying to be a sports station and keep up with it. If I was doing that, I would. But I'm just talking like a common man. So he's our best goal scorer. He's the guy that we got to have on our team. He got a red card. A lot of people thought the red card was BS, and some things were done, and he'll be playing tonight. And here's the story.
From the World Cup, the top goal scorer for the U.S. men's team, Folarin Balogun, is now eligible to play tomorrow in that critical knockout game against Belgium. The new FIFA decision on his controversial red card and what we're learning tonight about a phone call between the head of FIFA and President Trump. Here's ABC's Christian Cordero.
A shocking decision tonight ahead of one of the biggest games in U.S. men's national team history. FIFA announcing it's lifting the one-match ban handed to U.S. star striker Folarin Balogun, making him eligible to play against Belgium tomorrow.
Wow.
Last week, this controversial red card sent Balogun off the pitch, meaning he would automatically sit out the next game. That call sparking outrage and confusion in the days since.
It's important for me to say, obviously, first and foremost, you know, it's totally unintentional, which I'm sure a lot of people know.
Then, in an unusual move, today FIFA citing Article 27 of its disciplinary code, putting Balogun's one-match suspension on hold for a probation period of 1 year, essentially changing the punishment to a warning. FIFA has not shared any details about how it came to its decision. But sources tell ABC News President Trump called FIFA's president, Gianni Infantino, last week, urging him to review the matter. Soon after it was made public, Trump wrote, "Thank you" to FIFA on social media. And tonight, Belgium's Football Association says it is astonished, alleging FIFA is in contradiction with its own rules and vowing to investigate options, quote, to protect the fundamental principles of fair play in our sport. With 3 goals in 4 games, Balogun is the leading scorer for the U.S. men's national team in this World Cup. His teammates say the news of his early return broke on the way to training today.
I just found out on the way over here from the guys. Obviously, for us, it gives us a boost. We're really excited. He's been so good for us this tournament, so to have him for tomorrow is obviously really exciting for us.
While this is a highly unusual move, Whit, there is precedent. Portugal's Cristiano Ronaldo was sent off with a red card in one of his country's last matches before the World Cup. He initially received a 3-game suspension, which would have sidelined him for Portugal's first 2 World Cup matches, until FIFA intervened. Whit?
Okay, big game tomorrow. We'll be watching, Christian. Thanks. Stunning headline.
All right. Well, that spells it out. So I just wanted everybody to get it right if you're going to go around talking about it. First off, I think Trump said look into it. We're the host country. He's the president of the United States. So, yes, if anybody can ask, he asked. Was he tacky about it? I don't know. He just said look into it. Because every announcer that I saw talking about it, whether it's ex-players like the jersey I'm wearing right now, you see my signature?
Dempsey.
Yeah. So Dempsey's a reporter. You've got Lexi Lawless is a reporter. You got one of the girls that was on the World Cup team and gold medal team in the Olympics. She's a reporter. Everybody's talking, even the guys from France, Germany, a lot of these other teams, and they're all like, they looked at it and they said, you should never look at the penalty in slow motion or a freeze shot because it looked bad. And what it is the play was not called on the field by the referee, who does have a horrible track record. He's not a good guy. So says soccer, not me. And then he gets the call that they're reviewing it, and then he's told to give the red card. So he gives our player the red card. Now he's out of the game. We play with only 10 men, for like 30 minutes, which hurts. And then this guy's not back for the next game. Well, then Trump says, look into it because you've got all kinds of people. You got Messi. They looked at some top players and other penalties where you could see in the slow motion, they say done on purpose, because if you're looking at what you're doing, you know what you're doing. And Messi's got one scraping the back of calf of another player. And they're like, that's more flagrant than what this guy got. The other thing is he was playing the ball. He's already said he didn't even see the player. He got tangled and he's looking at the ball. That means it's not on purpose. A red card is for a flagrant foul that either takes away a scoring opportunity or you're going out to purposely hurt a player. You know what I mean?
Vaguely. Sounds like a foul.
It's a serious thing. Yeah. Or you get 2 yellow cards, which makes it a red and you're out. I got red carded one time playing first division amateur soccer because, I gave a guy a shoulder and he turned and pulled and punched me in the face. And then we go down and the team jumps in. Both of us, got red carded, and I wasn't allowed to play until I went before the board. FIFA is big time, but FIFA did take Ronaldo He was not supposed to play in the first 2 games, and FIFA said no. We're going to let it go. It wasn't that flagrant. He's too important to the country. In other words, they don't want to take a great player off the field, which is why Messi wasn't taken off. So that's it. Belgium's pissed. They're going to review it. They're going to gripe. Good luck. You're not going to get anywhere.
And that's who they're playing tonight.
We're playing tonight at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And it's a knockout. There's the whole lineup right there. And Argentina.
So we in the Sweet 16?
Yes.
Is that right?
We're in the 16, and both teams, Argentina and Egypt, flew in yesterday and were bused to their hotels. They'll be practicing today.
Oh, so they're playing, that's here.
And they play tomorrow night. Yep. So you can see that, and all eyes will be glued watching Messi play Egypt for sure in Atlanta. So Atlanta gets some semifinal games. We will not get the final. The final will be played in New York, New Jersey, and that's all I have on sports. Which is a lot. You know, the poor Braves, man. They did it. They had fireworks. Braves did a 20-minute fireworks show.
Oh, yeah.
That's solid. Yeah, and they beat the Mets like 14-3. My good God. So there's a lot of good sports in town, but nothing is better than the world's greatest game, whether you like soccer or not. So I thought we would revisit a replay, and you probably know where I'm going, but as a DJ for 96 Rock in 94, I discovered a band that had just come out with a song.
Oh, no.
I'm going there. You can do, and it's all about America.
Oh, no.
And little America. And the song is Walk on Fire for you. And I think we should all be willing to walk on fire for our country and love it that much. I don't think anybody that wants to burn a flag or host up another country's flag, especially one that we don't get along with, sorry, screw you. I don't have time for it. If you're Mexican or you're Irish and you got a little tag on your car, a little sticker on your plate, and you miss the homeland, but you're here and you've become a good citizen and you're abiding by our laws, that's great. That's great. But if you're walking down the street waving your flag on the daily saying, I hate America, I don't want your ass here.
All right, so we'll do this track 13.
So we need to fire it up.
Okay, this is a track 13 band.
Well, did I go too far? Did I go too far?
You've done it before. We might as well. It is patriotic. The band is called Little America, and we're going to walk on fire for them, right?
We're going to walk on fire for
our team. Okay.
I would walk on hot coals for America.
Okay, here
At
it
least
is.
3 steps.
You can click the link in the description and watch the video. Listen to the song Little America.
Oh, I won't
walk on fire.
I won't do this for 5 years. I promise.
Okay. It's the Come On Show.